I want to do a video because I feel like a lot of the time people seem to be like, I don't know, I just want to address. So, first of all, I'm probably gonna do maybe like 5 videos today and go to work. But, without a long day, um, I won't get into that conversation actually. But yeah, I'll probably do a lot of content today. Anyway, there's this whole situation. I never understand this. So, someone who is um, darker skinned, right? A darker skinned black man. I don't understand some qualities and some features to some of their problems, basically. I was on another video just commenting and stuff, and someone was mentioning how um, dark skinned black men, you know, care about like light skin, I mean, not light skin, I mean dark skinned women and who they date, and caring basically, swirling or whatever. What I don't understand is, one, like two things. I don't understand, like, with dark skinned black men who swirl. And this is what I meant by it. I mean, like, I'm not trying to hate on dark skinned black men. It's just, like, as a swirler myself, I don't have any hate towards dark skinned black men. And I don't have any hate, like, as far as, like, if they date out. Of course, for me, I prefer dark skinned men not to prefer me. Because, well, I'm not attracted to dark skinned black men. And that's why I'm, like, kind of like, I don't understand the kind of hate, with spoilers among male and female. I don't understand that. Like, I wouldn't think, like, if I'm a spoiler, and I said I was a spoiler there, what would I care if dark skinned black men date out? If anything, wouldn't I prefer them to? I mean, if I prefer what I do, wouldn't I prefer black men to do it? Or why wouldn't I? I don't get that. I mean, swearing's fine for everyone. To me, that's how I see it. If you want to do it, do it. I mean, open your options. Because in this society with black people, whether you're male or female, we're a minority. Being realistic, we're a minority. So, I mean, the many people that are a perfect match, there are more people who are of another race than actually black. If we just limit ourselves to black people, well, we won't have that many good results because we're only 10% of the population. I know we're 13, but I mean, so much of that population isn't even available. They're children, they're adults that are old, they are handicapped mentally, they are in jail. There's so many people who are not available to, be with and are, black, that it makes our numbers smaller. And this is for every race. I'm not talking against black people. I'm just saying that every race we have a smaller amount because we're a small percentage of the population. So, to me, I don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, like, I don't have anything against black men swirling. What I just don't understand is why dark-skinned black men will not like, I guess, dark-skinned black women. And other black women, too. I mean, many of the time I've seen where they don't even like mixed women. But at the same time, they will say that, black women, bad for them, they had bad experiences, or they're not attracted to them for whatever reason, right? I just don't understand, why you gotta hit on people. You know what I mean? Like, to me, from my experience, like, there are two kinds. One, they'll just totally attack dark and black women, and then they'll go to you as if you're something different and act like, um, they can talk trash about black women and still be, like, interested in you. And I never understood that either. Because it's like, why would you think that it's okay to do that when you're trying to approach a black woman or you like black women? Things of that nature. It just is weird to me because it's like, well, that obviously has to do with me as well, so I might be lighter skinned. But that doesn't mean, that, you know, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's different or something, like a trash dark skinned black woman. I'm black too, kind of thing. No, I understand some mixed women don't take it to heart like that because they're mixed, I guess. But I mean, as a lighter skinned black woman, I never understood that. To me, it's like, well, I'm black too. And I mean, like, if I tan hard enough, maybe it'll be dark skin. Not really. Never really gotten as far as dark skin, honestly. But I mean, like, I'm still very closely related to them, in my opinion. So it's like, why would you still try and go attacking them and then try and go after, lighter skinned women? Well, you're dark skinned yourself. If I were partial to dark skinned men, then I wouldn't have any issue with dark skin, right? So then I would really find you very offensive. And, I mean, if I agree with you, and I don't agree with them, honestly. I mean, I think dark-skinned black women are very beautiful, I just am like, if I did agree, then I would think dark-skinned men are, lesser, right? I would think they're the same thing. If you look at a black man and a black woman who is dark-skinned, they both look the same. Lighter-skinned men, they actually look more masculine, honestly, in my opinion. There's a difference between the two. Lighter skinned women and lighter skinned men, there's more of a difference in their facial features. This happens, I don't know, I think it's just lighter skin does that. There's more of a difference, and the gender differences. So, to me, I'm like, if dark skinned men and, dark skinned women are basically the same, and you're trashing dark skinned women, and you look just like a dark skinned woman. If I agree with you, then I think pretty bad things of you as well. So I don't know why you trash yourself and then expect someone of another color to still prefer you when you don't even prefer dark skin yourself. It just doesn't make much logical sense, It's just weird to me. Me personally, my opinion on it is just like, well, lighter. I think like lighter skinned men are more masculine and dark skinned feminine. That's just how I've always seen it because of the dynamic I grew up with. So that's why I'm attracted to light skinned men. But dark skinned women, I think they're very beautiful. I'm obviously not into women. But I definitely think they're much more attractive than dark skinned black men. And I kind of feel like, dark skinned black men don't realize, I guess, how they really look. Or, I don't know, they just don't realize something. Like, you're not saying this as someone who's another race. You're not saying this as even a light-skinned black man. If you're a light-skinned black man saying, dark-skinned black women look a certain way, you don't like them, blah, blah. I've seen that happen. I saw that happen actually on one channel. I wasn't upset. at all. And then I thought, well, you're lighter skinned, you prefer light skinned women. That's the norm, you know? There's nothing wrong with that, liking what you are. And I've never thought, if you're light skinned, you have to like dark skin. That's just not how I've ever thought. Like, if you're dark skinned and you can like just dark skin, it is okay to like light skin and be light skin, That's not color, it's actually just liking what you are. Just like white people like white people. It's nothing wrong with that. It's the same thing. And I mean, for me personally, I guess maybe I'm biased because personally, I do prefer light skinned men. I prefer men my complexion generally the most. And then who could get a little darker than me, but I prefer lighter. And then darker probably after that. Yeah. Sugar brown is like a color that I can be attracted to. I've done it maybe once or twice in my life. But generally it's my color lighter. Caramel. Like caramel. Not really copper, but caramel. But yeah. Um, so, I mean, I just think, for dark skinned people, dark skinned men, when they trash dark skinned women, they're trashing themselves. And I don't know how many more times someone has to tell them that for them to look in the mirror, just take a good inspection and realize you look the same as that person, so you, in turn, are tearing yourself up by tearing that person down. And I think, you need to, just realize that so then you don't look like the fool at the end. Because so much of the time you look like a fool, basically. You look like a fool because, you're not really being self-perceptive. If you don't love yourself, please don't scream it out to the world, okay? If you think you're unattractive, don't scream it out to the world. Try and find a way to like yourself, maybe. Maybe keep it to yourself, keep it quiet, don't embarrass yourself. But that's what you should be doing instead of attacking someone that looks exactly like you and trying to run to anything that does not look like you. Get what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. Lastly, I just want to say, like I said, if you're a swirler, don't try and then go hitting on black women. Even if a black woman is light skinned, if she's brown skinned, or dark skinned, or mixed race, it makes you look a certain way to me. Looks like, cause like for me, I don't hit on black men. I've never hit on a dark skinned black man. I've never even hit on a light skinned black man. Then, I like light skinned black men. Um, and that's the thing. I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't like black men when I have. I've liked light skinned black men. And I like mixed men. I actually like them more than, well, I like them more than white men, only if they have certain features. Like, for me, I'm a face type of girl. I like narrower nose, longer nose, and then a longer face, and like angular nose, and like more prominent brow ridge, things like that. Because if a black man who has features more feminine than me, and I mean more Afrocentric, because African features to me are feminine. If he does, I'm gonna feel a certain way. It's gonna be more uncomfortable to me. So that's why for me, like when I say I like light skinned men, I don't mean ones with certain features. I mean a certain facial structure and a certain thing going on. So anyway, um, so yeah, for me, I do prefer light skinned men if they have that type of phenotype I like. Or a white man. Because I don't actually prefer darker skin over lighter skin. When it comes to light skin versus white skin, I am not saying dark skin. I'm saying darker than white. So yeah. I mean, I wouldn't lie and say, oh, I don't like any black men, I don't like any mixed race men, I don't like Hispanic men. Just to, kind of like have this kind of class thing, like embarrassment thing. To me, it seems like black men are embarrassed to be attracted to black women. Not really that they're not attracted to them. Because if you weren't attracted to them, you wouldn't hit on them. I'm just saying. I don't hit on a black man. I've never had sex with a black man. I've never made out with a black man. And that's light or dark. And I've never wanted to with dark skinned black men. And I just mean, like, if you are of that nature, that you feel that way towards dark skinned black women, and you feel that way towards brown skinned women, light skinned women, mixed women, then you won't engage in any behavior implying that you do. You will not hit on them. You will not go out with them ever. You will not have any baby mama that's dark, light, brown skin, or mixed race. You will not have anyone that you went on a date with or, made out with or slept with one night. Anything. You will not have any behavior. Yet at the same time, I still find you guys very uncomfortable. You still are hitting on. For me, it's like I've experienced so many times a swirling black man. He's supposed to like white women, yet he's still hitting on me, making me feel uncomfortable. As a swirler, I don't want to be hit on. I don't want to be hit on. I don't want to be hit on by you. And I mean, like, that's the thing. It's like you guys don't understand what swirling really is. You're doing it wrong. The way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to do it where, like, you only like that if you're a true swirler. True swirl. Don't swirl part-time. True swirl. That's what I prefer. That's what I prefer black men to do. And that's what I mean. Like, as a swirler, I don't have any issue with you swirling. Honestly. My situation, especially with mixed people, I mean, honestly, there's not really much of an issue there. Especially with mixed men. I prefer mixed men over black men. I prefer mixed men over dark-skinned black men. The only good thing a dark-skinned black man can do, in most cases, is swirl. In order to make attractive sons, you know? So, I mean, I have nothing against it. But I'm just saying, like, if you are just claiming this true swirl, then true swirl. Don't just, like, try and say, I swirl for today, I swirl to make kids or something, but I'm still gonna cause agony to somebody. I'm still gonna make somebody uncomfortable. I'm still gonna be a nuisance, And for me, it always seems like with these kind of men, they get even more mad because you're rejecting them, And then they're like, how dare a black woman reject me because they think of them as a lower thing. And it's like, you're not supposed to care that I don't prefer you, Because you're not supposed to like me. If you're not supposed to like me, why do you fucking care that I don't like you? Why do you care? Don't care. Don't care. I don't care, so don't care. That's what I'm like. Do the true swirl. I'm doing the true swirl. You do a true swirl. I dare you, okay? That's all I have to say about that. Sorry if that comes off a little harsh to some people. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't get too hyped about it. That's all I have to say. Alright, bye.